Travelers often journey from highly developed, distant cities to reach this lush, isolated valley to study a specific phenomenon, the unusually sustained collective happiness documented within this small community. On the surface, the village lacks every traditional marker of success. There is no industrial scale, no geopolitical influence, and no concentration of material wealth. This creates an intellectual vacuum. If the standard pillars of power are absent, the community's resilience must be driven by an internal mechanism. This blueprint visualizes the sociological architecture beneath the physical village. It reveals a specific network of nodes and connections that suggests their stability is the result of a functional, repeatable structure. Understanding how this macro-level happiness functions requires shifting our focus away from the community and towards its smallest building block. The operating rhythm of the village begins every morning in the open meadows and fields. Tasks like harvesting crops and repairing homes are not performed as isolated labor, but as part of a coordinated ecosystem where residents assist one another by default. To understand the behavioral code behind this coordination, we can look at a single control subject, the Kumar family. The Kumar household operates with a specific internal division of labor. Parents manage the daily work, while children contribute through chores, showing clear respect for elders. This flowchart illustrates data transfer within the home. Grandparents act as transmitters of wisdom, ensuring core values pass down. Through this daily exchange, virtues like honesty become reinforced habits. The compounding strength of these values hardens the family unit against external pressure. The Kumar household serves as the laboratory for the village. It is here that the community's cooperative code is written and perfected. The ultimate stress test for this system arrived in the form of a heavy storm that battered the village homes and destroyed the season's crops. The damage created immediate physical deficits, leaving many families vulnerable and without adequate shelter. However, the behavioral response was immediate. There was no evidence of panic or residents isolating themselves to protect their own remaining resources. The micro-level behaviors practiced by the Kumars instantly replicated across the village grid. Undamaged households immediately shared food and labor. Coordinated rebuilding teams ensured no household recovered alone. This collective aid locks the community into a rigid, supportive lattice. This resilience proves that the village's happiness is not a passive state, but a dynamic defense mechanism that grows more effective under pressure. When visitors ask the villagers to explain the reason for their resilience, the answer points back to the household. Their philosophy is that a strong family builds a strong village, and a strong village creates a happy life. This is a visual representation of an emergent property. The village's happiness cannot be isolated because it is the result of these smaller, individual units working in unison. The larger structure only exists because the smaller parts are sound. This logic is entirely replicable. It does not rely on hidden wealth or a specific location, but on the way individuals choose to interact within their own homes. Many attempt to engineer a stable society through large-scale top-down policies. But the village suggests that a community's stability depends entirely on the health of its smallest units. Building a resilient world begins by cultivating love, respect, and unity within the borders of your own home.